The holidays are all about gathering with friends and family over food. And even if you're not hosting, there's always a party or a potluck or a get-together where you're asked to show up with a dish. So today we're keeping it quite simple with quick, easy ideas to make holiday food stress-free and fun. And here with some inspiration is Chef Tyler Hefford Anderson. Hi, Tyler. Welcome to the show.
How are you? I have heard of Plankmas. I actually brought boards and planks of my own.
A different kind of plank for this segment. We're excited. So we could all use some shortcuts this time of year. What are your favorite ways to wow people this season without just going over the top?
You know, I always like to take advantage of things that are available to me that I can get anytime, anywhere. I like to use a lot of the fresh produce of the season, right? Run to the grocery store, find something fresh and tasty and interesting. Of course, you know, working for Gourmando, I always like to say you can always order things from us too. That certainly makes the life a lot easier. But we brought a fun idea today that's kind of a quick, familiar idea that people might be a little bit intimidated by. And we thought it'd be interesting to look at some fondue.
Oh, I love fondue, but I am definitely one of those people that feels like I need the particular pot. I need the right, utensils, all of the tools to do it, so it's a little intimidating. But you say it shouldn't be, so how do we do it?
And you don't need all of those tools, right?
Okay.
Fondue is an old classical style of cooking, right? Swiss. And you can really just do it in a pot. You don't need to have the fancy little thing that has the burner underneath and all the skewers and things of that nature. You can do it in a pot, and you can serve it with forks from your kitchen, even some of those chopsticks, right? Left over from teriyaki that you might have in a drawer somewhere, or even some skewers that you can buy at any grocery store.
Okay, fabulous. Yeah, we all have those chopsticks there. At least I do. I have a drawer full of them, so I can do this. So it's interactive, it's fun, it's delicious. How do we get going today?
So a fun communal activity that you can have almost ready to go. So what I did this morning, I made a reduction of white wine, shallots. We've got all these things here: white wine, shallots, a pinch of nutmeg. That's very, very classical. And a sprig of thyme. And what I did is I reduced those down. Okay.
For about how long?
Well, I took it down by about half.
Okay.
So you still want a little bit of liquid because you need your cheese to melt. And then I'm going to do something, one of those little hacks. I would never tell a Swiss person we're going to do this.
Ooh, okay.
We're going to use a little bit of cream.
Oh.
And this is a trick we use in restaurants.
Heavy cream?
Heavy cream, absolutely. And it has a protein in it called casein. And what that does is it helps things stay together and not break. You know how when you heat cheese up and sometimes it gets oily and greasy and breaks apart?
Yes.
The cream will help with that.
Oh.
So we're going to add the cream in and reduce that down as well. And that's going to help us stay nice and tight together, right? So as we've added the cream, let's just pretend we reduced it down. It's ready to go. I have some Emmentaler cheese.
Oh.
Now, do you have to use Emmentaler? It's like a fancy Swiss. It's got kind of a funky flavor, right? It's actually pretty readily available now in the grocery store. You don't have to use Emmentaler. You can use really any smooth, melty cheese. I've done fondue with brie before. Take the rind off the outside.
You have?
Absolutely. And melt it in. It's a little fattier. You have to be a little bit more careful and not get it quite as hot.
Okay,
right?
Good to know.
And when you start adding the cheese, you want to bring that temperature way down. Put it on low. Because again, that high temperature is what's going to break that cheese apart, but that cream will help it not to break. And you're just going to slowly start whisking the cheese in, right?
Fold it in.
Fold it
in
exactly.
The cheese.
Then you have to have this conversation about how do you fold, and I don't know.
That's exactly. What's folding mean?
Exactly.
Yes.
We're going to just basically mix it in, right?
Okay.
And you end up with this beautiful creamy mixture that's got this nice gooey texture.
Oh, look
right?
at the consistency
that everybody
on
loves
that.
about fondue. And so one of the big reasons we're talking about this is Gourmando has a new partnership with SLU BRU. And what we're doing is at Dexter Yard, we've got a cute little beer hall. And in that beer hall, we thought for the winter it'd be fun to do fondue.
Oh,
so I brought you one of the
absolutely.
little platters that we're doing there.
So this is what you can get there.
Exactly. This is what we do.
Ham, vegetables, bread, all of it.
All these fun things. And we actually have these little cast iron pots.
Those are darling.
Really easy to find. You can find them at Cost Plus. They're not expensive, and they hold heat.
Yes.
So the reason that you would have those little fondue burners with the little burner underneath, right, is to keep the fondue hot.
That makes sense.
Well, in this case, obviously it's going to cool down eventually. But when you and your friends are sitting around the table, everybody gets to the party, right? You can put this out on a table, and you can put your fondue right in this little pot right here, just like that.
This
Look at how
is
that
really
gooey
impressive.
cheese goes in.
And then everyone's sitting around talking. It's interactive. It's fun.
Exactly. And
you could do dessert. You could do savory like we're doing today.
You're having a communal experience, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay, while I'm tasting, what are some common mistakes you would say with fondue, and then some of your favorite dippers?
Well, we talked about heat. Heat's one of the big ones. If you get your fondue too hot, you crank it on high and it starts to boil, you're going to have all sorts of problems. You want to keep that heat nice and low and slow.
Okay.
We also talked about the cream. That's a big piece of that puzzle as well that will help that. As far as dippers, I brought lots of fun things today. Don't be afraid to go to the grocery store and find whatever you can. I brought pretzels. I brought different breads from different local bakeries, from Grand Central, from Macrina, all sorts of different fun things like that. Toast, right? Toast is a great one. Take a piece of bread, toast in the oven. You don't have to make it a difficult, complex thing. Use what you've got. I brought breadsticks, purple cauliflower. You know, even when we add the shallots and make it a little more savory, you can still put your strawberries and your grapes and things in there too, and get that little hint of sweet as well.
Oh, this is all so delicious. You also brought a lot of stuff over here. What can you tell me about what's the box and everything else?
Here's another quick trick for the holiday season. At SLU BRU, we are actually doing a little winter market, and it's running all December long.
Cute.
We are building a box. This is from us at Gourmando, and this box contains everything you need for a fun little cheese platter for a holiday party. You just add the cheese. So I just ran to PCC and then grabbed some fun different cheeses, and the little box comes with cheese knives and jam and crackers and almonds, even a little split of red wine.
Oh, wow.
Everything you need.
Oh my gosh. The fondue is absolutely amazing. It's so good. So again, the cheese is what? Because it's a little like funky with like the wine and everything, but it works. It's so good.
It works. It's Emmentaler. Emmanthaler.
Wow.
And it's a Swiss style cheese. Doesn't have the holes in it though, so a little bit different. And you know what? Here's the other thing. If you're really running short on time, you can even go to PCC, Met Market, and they have fondue you can buy.
They have a fondue kit?
And heat up.
What?
Yeah, so there's another quick trick. I'm not going to tell any of your guests that you bought a little packet of fondue.
Would you still add like the shallots and everything to that?
This actually is ready to go.
Oh, it's ready to go.
This product is ready to go.
Okay, easy enough. Tell everyone too, if someone hasn't been to SLU BRU, tell me more about the vibe and what you can experience there. And I'm just going to keep eating because this is to die for.
Yeah, please do. SLU BRU is a fun little space.
There it is.
Right there, yep. Actually, we've got about 60 seats, 15 rotating taps. We have a gentleman there named Jason, who's a super beer nerd. He loves to say that himself. And he curates all 15 of those taps, a couple of ciders on tap at all times, and really does some interesting things. Offer some food, as you probably know with Gourmando, we were built on, hey, I recognize that.
I know, that looks familiar to what we're doing today.
We were built on sandwiches and salads, so we offer a lot of those there, as well as pierogies. We partnered with Pierogi and have hot pierogies, pizzas from Tutabella.
Oh.
So lots of fun things that you can do. We'd really like to think of it as a third space. That kind of place where you can come, sit down, have lunch, have dinner, have some cocktail, some beers with some friends, and spend some time.
Yeah.
It really is a community space that we want the community kind of down in that South Lake Union area to take advantage of.
Watch a game, all
Absolutely.
those things there. You have TVs.
Lots of activations too. Not only do we have TVs, Monday Night Football, we're also doing a chocolate and wine tasting with Long Shadows Winery, the winter market like I mentioned, trivia nights every Thursday, and Boombox Bingo. This is kind of a fun one that we checked out.
That's new. What's that?
So they play kind of old classic songs that we would all know, right? And they give you a bingo card, and you just fill it out, and when you get a bingo, there's a prize.
Oh, I love it. Anything else you want people to know about SLU BRU and everything that you have going on here? This is awesome.
We just really want to make sure that people are aware that they can use it as a third space. That's something that's very important to us, that the community uses SLU BRU as a place where they can go and they can enjoy. And again, if you don't want to actually do any of the work, you can order catering from Gourmando there too. So have a fun little party right after work. 15 of your friends will take care of it.
I'm going to have a fun fondue party because you inspired me.
I love that story.
I was really concerned not having the right pot and tools, and now I know that I don't need that, and I'm just going to get a cute mini cast iron and call it a day.
It's all about making it easy and making it fun.
Well, you definitely did that today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
This
you
was
so
a blast.
much.